What's crack-a-lackin' J-Fam? Welcome back to a brand new video, and this is kind of a weird video, but I've gotten so many requests over the past couple weeks on my Instagram for me to make this video, so that is what we are doing. So I actually got a job at Amazon.com during the global pandemic known as COVID-19. So why would I do that? Oh, this is weird. So the main reason that I'm making this video is because I've actually worked at Amazon 2 other times, so this is actually my 3rd time working there, and it's a completely different environment. I'm going to talk about the pay and how it's different because of the global pandemic and everything, what Amazon is doing with your workers' safety, because yeah, there's been a lot of cases, especially at the building I work at, over 20 something cases since I started working there. Gosh dang, it's hot. I gotta roll down the windows a little bit. And I actually have some exclusive pictures from inside the building, so stay tuned for that. And there's a couple other things I'll talk about and maybe why, if you're interested in working there, it'd be a good idea, or other things. So let's get into it. So to start, the only times that I've worked at Amazon was during the summer. I worked full time and I did 55 hours a week for a couple weeks straight. So I put in my time and I made a lot of friends. Then I had to go to school and I quit. And then during winter break, I actually started working there again because I had so much time off. And that was part-time. And then I quit. And then because of this global pandemic, I'm free and I'm at home and stuff. So I was able to work again. Now, right when this all started, Amazon actually offered 100,000 new positions because of the global pandemic. And they've also released an additional 75,000 positions, I think, which is crazy numbers. That's increasing their workforce, which is really great because a lot of people lost their jobs, especially if they're working at restaurants or other businesses that rely on people and traffic. So offering these jobs is really great. I also think for a PR standard, which is kind of cool, although Amazon's losses have been very high in this quarter. So working at Amazon Fulfillment Center is kind of different. I'm planning on making a video about the jobs that you can actually do there. It's a lot of manual labor. You are standing up for a long time. You are going to be sore. They recommend ibuprofen, drinking a lot of water, stretching, and a whole list of things. One thing I want to get into right away is the pay, because so many people have asked me how much are they paying. So about a year ago, Amazon actually raised their minimum wage to $15 an hour across every position in their warehouse. So you basically, a minimum that you can get paid is $15. If you work nights and weekends, you can get an additional $1.15 per hour. And of course that adds up. And that's what I was actually doing during the summertime. But because of COVID-19, every single person in the warehouse gets an additional $2 per hour. So that means you'd be making a minimum of $17 per an hour, which is very high, especially the fact that you don't need to have a college education. You don't need to be trained in the field, and it has a pretty flexible work environment, depending on the job that you get. So you don't need to stick to certain shifts. You can actually pick up and drop different shifts, which is really cool, depending on the position that you get. And the thing that makes me really excited about working there is the fact that they actually offer additional bonuses. So during the winter time, when people are ordering a lot of items for Christmas, and also during the summertime when people are ordering a lot for Prime Day, they actually offer something called a surge premium. And a surge premium, basically what that is an additional compensation per hour. So for certain shifts, you could get an extra $2, an extra $3 per hour, or even an extra $5 per hour, which is crazy. You can actually make, basically, if you're getting that $15 base pay, plus the $2 hazard pay for everyone, plus the $5 premium, depending on the shift you work, you're basically getting $22 an hour. Psh. Dude, that is crazy money. I know people today that are getting $9 an hour. So you're basically getting double pay, which is crazy. Plus, also Amazon offers overtime. And when you do overtime at Amazon, instead of doing time and a half, because of the pandemic, they're actually offering 2 times pay. So you could be getting $44 an hour. That's like a professional career type job. Of course, one day I'll hopefully be making more than that. But for now, that's crazy. That's awesome. And ironically, I actually drove to my college campus. I'm filming this video. My school's over there. UW Parkside, so that's kind of ironic. So of course that amount of money people could kill for that kind of money, of course. But gladly I have other streams of income. I have YouTube, I have my own online web store, and I have tons of other things that are building passive income, as well as stock trading. So Amazon's more of a great way to just get a big amount of money really quick and then possibly quit and then come back whenever I'm free. So it's really nice doing that. Now let me talk about safety and hazard, because if you have a family and you need money, of course this is an opportunity for you to get a lot of money, but what's the risk? When you go in every single day, they stay your shifts, which is really cool. So certain people start at different times and you might start at different times. So it's really great to prevent you from running into other people. So you walk up into a line, and the lines of course have spacing between people, but you have to stand in front of the little pad, and the pad has a camera and stuff, and it actually detects your temperature and it reads it out loud. And then there's a guy sitting over there and he either lets you go in or you have to leave. If you get a temperature over 102 or something, you have to go home and you can't work for 3 days until your fever clears. So that's kind of a thing to keep everyone in the building safe. Of course, there's asymptomatic people, but still, that's really nice that they offer that. And then once you get cleared, you have to walk by, and you either have to have a cloth face mask, a face mask you brought from home, like an N95 mask or something else, or they offer these paper masks. And these are the ones they hand out at Amazon. These are not rated for anything. These are just to prevent, I guess, like, you from coughing or whatever, but these will not protect you. And one thing that I've actually found annoying with masks is even when we're working at a station alone and like away from everyone, even if we're like 10 meters away from people or like a far away from people, we still have to wear these masks, and we can actually get fired or in trouble if we're caught not wearing this mask. The only downside is to this, when you're wearing this, it is actually hard to breathe. And when you're working in Amazon, it's basically you're getting paid to exercise. You're continually like picking items or pulling items out of the bins, and that's a lot of work. And when you're having to do this and your heart rate's going up, I have my Apple Watch to track it, it's a lot, and it can actually like make you I don't know if people have fainted or something. I feel like that's a possibility because of how fast you're working. People are driving by and looking at me. Hi. But anyways, yeah, so it's a possibility that you could possibly faint, or if you have a lung condition where it's hard to breathe, this could be a problem for you. And you can get in trouble for not wearing these masks. They do offer a lot of hand sanitizer. That is one thing I've noticed that they've had a lot of, which is good because you can wash your hands. They always offer gloves. You're supposed to wear that PPE, personal protective equipment. That's a standard in Amazon. You have to wear gloves when you're touching items, depending on the warehouse. So yeah, they offer tons of hand sanitizer. Of course, I have my own, but it's nice that they do that. No, I have some pictures of what they're doing. One thing that I have a picture of is the bathrooms. They have plastic matting, but I really don't, when you're working there now, you basically see literally no one. There's barely, like, they have everyone so spaced out in the warehouse that you can, like, you barely see a single person. You don't talk to anyone. You're just like stuck in your station. So it's kind of nice that way. They have curtains and stuff to prevent people from coughing and stuff. They have more mats. They also spray down items. They have big carts with chemicals and stuff to spray them down. So I think Amazon's doing an appropriate job of keeping care and making sure everyone's safe. But one thing that I have to say about this and all the other positions like shipping things, logistics, semi-truck workers, CDL drivers, grocery store workers, a huge thank you to all of you guys. You guys like didn't sign up to be the frontline people like nurses or doctors. They signed up to be the front lines of a pandemic or any medical emergency. But the people that are working at grocery stores or working at Amazon like me, or the people that are driving these packages and stuff, are risking their lives, and literally they're brought from the background to the foreground, and they're like second or first hand responders, which is crazy. So huge shout out to anyone. And if you're considering working there, I again would recommend it just because the pay is very nice, but you have to think about your family and who you are coming in contact with. Amazon is actually offering a way that you don't have to go into work and you won't be penalized, you just won't get paid, which is very nice. So I know some people that have kids and stuff and other family members and live with their elderly, and they actually don't go into work just because they're scared for their family, which is good. One thing that I also have to say before we end this video is there's an app called A to Z that Amazon uses. It's like their internal, like tracking all your labor, how many hours you worked, how to contact managers and stuff, which is really nice. But one thing they offer is a digital clock punch. So basically you don't even need to go to the front of the building to scan in to show that you're at the building to like clock in. You can actually do it all from your phone, which is really nice because you don't need to go around people. You can just clock in, clock out, and it's really nice. I guess actually one more thing. I have noticed a little bit of crowding. It's just because some people are not really caring about this pandemic and really not keeping a 6 feet distance, even though they have tons of signs saying it. Some people just get too close to you and you just have to say, "Sir, please back up." Most of the time they do it, but other times they might get offended. It's just annoying that some people just aren't taking this seriously when it should be taken seriously. I hope this video helped. If you're planning on working at Amazon, this should be helpful. They do offer a lot of other things, like I was saying, to make sure you're safe. And if you want more videos like this about Amazon, because I work there and I actually care a lot about their logistics, and that's one of the main reasons I work there, because I'm friends with the managers. They tell me more about what's going on and stuff. It's really nice. Catch you in the next video. Hit the like button. Comment if this helped you. I'll see you later. Peace.